So everybody, this is Sophie. Sophie has worked for GRASSMEN for how long, Sophie?
5 years.
5 years. And everybody will know you from all of the... Tina Turbo. But they will, they'll genuinely know you from all, you do a lot of the modelling shots for us. So Sophie's jumped in beside me today. She's going to do a bit of the interviewing, but not only that there, it's important that at GRASSMEN, I want everybody to get an appreciation of everybody else that works for the business. Plus I think Sophie is going to do a bit more work with us out and about. I think that's the plan anyway, but what do you do on a daily basis at GRASSMEN currently?
So I am a warehouse supervisor, so I am in charge of our embroidery team and then our warehouse, so just all of our stuff going out and the things coming in. There's a lot goes on, kind of, I don't really think people are aware of how much actually goes on.
But I think that's important. I think that's important in what we want to do. Want people to realise that there is a lot that goes on here.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say Sophie is a very, very important part of GRASSMEN, and her fiance as well. So the team that you're in charge of, then your fiance works for us as well. Relationships and work, dangerous.
I tell you.
So he actually then, in theory, is your boss. It's not very often a fella gets the upper hand, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we perceive it. Maybe that's not reality.
Just wait until he gets home. I tell you.
So this is our little TM that we bought that did the diet feeding. And our new 14-ton Herron trailer that we brought home because we wanted to buy like a classic style trailer from like back in our days to go along with the likes of the TM. And the 6910 John Deere. And the 6910 John Deere came from McMullen Agri. And McMullen Agri started demoing feeders to us and a few bits and bobs to us last year, and we get friendly, and Farmer Gareth, he bought 2 brand new Crone mowers because they get the agency for the mowers. Then they've took on the agency now for Bailey trailers, and they said to us, look, would we run the Bailey trailer? Now the Bailey trailer is an absolute mainstay trailer in the UK, but they've never really had a push or been sold here because there's so many Irish manufacturers. So McMullen, Johnny and Lawrence decided they would have a go at taking on the Bailey trailers, so they had them up at Balmoral Show, and we said we would do our bit, take it, have a look at it. So I know Gary was out with it last night, and it's now Joseph, Ruth's brother, who's with us on it today.
Yeah, he's in the Fendt, the Bailey trailer, and I actually think he's in love. I seriously.
I suppose he's working on a farm all the time now.
I was in with him this morning there, and that's what he even said. It's actually it's a lovely combo. That's what he even said. He was like, they both work so well together. He likes the trailer, and obviously he is a Fendt man.
And Gary, he went out and did a bit of mowing just with a 10-foot mower on the old 6910 alongside. Gareth with the 155. He's buck raking with a 7810. And this big girl's in the team blue, apart from the Fendt, is doing the carting in. So you've got like the baby version, and then you have the big version. And we are in the John Deere 7R 350. We're in the new tractor,
and this is the first work you have done in her. Am I right in saying that?
This is the first I've got to do in her. I always dreamed of having a big trailed harvester and a big tractor, and I thought they would buy away a small self-propelled, but everybody said to me they'd much rather see a tractor, and I thought, right, well, I found a harvester, I got it bought, 4 years old. I'll do it with my own tractor, the big John Deere this time, but the idea is we could hook it on to any of those old tractors like the old 7060, or you know, maybe invite people to hook the harvester on and see how fast they can go with it.
Yeah.
I'm a wee bit unsure just to how much power they throw at the harvester.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of taking it half cautious, you know.
And that is, correct me if I'm wrong, JF harvester
That's
that
the
we have
JF.
on?
They're now marketed through New Holland and Kinskildy, but it's a JF.
She's not going too bad.
She's going well. Grass is very heavy. I have this here set up that as soon as she drops to 1,000 RPM, out the back end, the tractor slows its forward speed down, because I just don't want to abuse anything till we find our way. And it's been really wet. I'm trying to work out how to get around this wet spot.
For that, it's a bit dodgy.
It's not great now, sure it's not.
He's got the Smith trailer on, or our Smith trailer on.
That's the Panda!
Yeah.
So he has our Smith trailer on, so it's our wee Herron and our Smith. And we were sort of thinking with the Herron trailer, this is a concept that we could use that trailer and we could put someone else's tractor onto the harvester at some point. A bit like we did the racing up out of the quarry. We could time them how long it takes to fill the Herron trailer.
Right, okay.
But we would need a wee bit of better weather conditions and bits and bobs. But yeah, that's the plan, because to do that with a big Smith trailer would be
there a while.
It would be hard work. So that's what we're sort of thinking.
And the Smith trailer, she's just back from getting a bit of work done, isn't she?
She was away getting a bit of work done. So the front axle's now locked solid, and it's the rear two steer both in front and reverse. And what that'll do, that'll make the trailer manoeuvre out round more, but it's also going to give it more of a tail swing. Right, so the old trailer was steered the front, and the rear steered, and the middle was solid.
Right, okay.
So therefore she would turn around that middle axle, whereas now she'd step out. So we measured it roughly in the yard, and you're looking at 2 foot the old system where she could step the bum out. Now we could be stepping the bum out 3 foot if we're turning really sharp. So we'll see.
So what's your first impressions of
I think this tractor here, the 310, was lovely.
Yeah.
It was the first brand new tractor that I'd ever bought. And what I did at GRASSMEN, Sophie, and what very few people maybe on the outside understand, I set goals in life and goals in business, and it was always a dream of mine to work hard to the point where we can afford to buy a new tractor, something for the company to get behind and be proud of. But there was just an opportunity to change. How will I word it? I suppose John Deere, you know, appreciate and value some of the work that we do and helping with promotion, and there was a good opportunity to change the 310, and this to me is the ultimate. This is the largest in the series.
Yeah.
It's the signature edition, which doesn't mean that much. You get fancy carpet, it's full leather seat, it's everything on it.
Does your back massager come with the non-limited edition?
Oh, it does, aye. You can, aye. But so I've set cruise control there just at 6k. So rather than drive, I just have to tap that over to the side, and she automatically takes me to 6k. And then if she gets a big lump, as I say, she'll slow herself down. So like all your screens you can, and then this is your Jeep. So what you're hearing beep, beep, beeping is just the Starfire, like the GPS is just buzzing away in the background. It thinks it should be doing a line.
Right, okay.
This is lovely. And it's beautiful, and it's the absolute in technology, and so are all of them, but that's just pure, raw, unadulterated classness.
TM, Louis Herron. Yeah. TM's decent, you know. I took that for a wee drive when you were away.
It's a clean wee tractor.
Oh, she's nice.
She was put on the diet feeder all winter, and then she just come off the diet feeder, went up to Johnny Blakely's, got the rims done, new tyres, buffed up the paintwork, and here she is. She's still going a treat, you know.
She looks well.
We're just trying to work our way around the wet spot and not do too much damage. But as you can see, that ground's very tender, isn't it?
Yeah, very tender.
You could end up in a Hamlin. There's Ruthie, Catherine, Craig, Courtney, Aaron. So there's how many people, including yourself?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of us,
So there's 6 people working alongside today, just helping to capture a bit of video, and that's very, very. See, there's sort of part of it that people don't see, isn't that what we always say? But
no, definitely.
Yeah.
And I have to say, that was my first time in a Fendt, and it actually is a lovely tractor.
That 820 is absolutely amazing. I love that tractor.
Yeah. Really nice, and she works really, really well alongside that Bailey trailer.
She does, doesn't she?
I know this may sound silly, but it's easy to see where you're going as well. You know, like that's what me and Joseph were talking about. You know, you look out back, it's just how clear it is. If you just look, you can see if you need to go front, middle, or back.
Yeah.
She's just that wee bit lower, and you can just see a little bit more in.
Well, look, guys, this is our beautiful Sophie, and I wanted to introduce you to Sophie because I'm hoping Sophie comes out and about and does a little bit more with us, gets to know some of these, and I say we just feel it's important to bring a little bit of what actually is happening now in GRASSMEN, because as the brand grows and develops, you know, there's a lot of staff working for us, and I want the brand to get to the place where people understand that it's not just jobs for people. That, you know, most of the guys working here are like family, and
I was going to say we're all so close.
And it's very, very. It just bugs me sometimes that everybody just thinks it's me and Gary or whatever, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
But so that's the crack. So yes, I'm loving life. I'm sitting up in my 350R, massaging my wee bum here, and getting to chat to Sophie. So what could be better, lads?